Hello there, welcome to the news on Nepal television. I am Rosina Rai, starting with the headlines first. Hearing on a writ petition against a vote of confidence taken by Kosi Province's Chief Minister continues today as well. Argument of defendant's side to begin. Government blacklist 13 construction companies barred from taking part in any procurement process of the public body. Putin tells Erdogan Russia want to renew Ukraine a grain deal until West meets its demands. Kim to meet Putin this month for weapons talk. Welcome back. Now we have the news in detail. Hearing on the writ petition filed at the Supreme Court against the vote of confidence taken by Chief Minister of Kosi Province, Uddhav Thapa, will continue today as well. The hearing on Monday took place before the full bench of Justices Sapana Malla Pradhan, Kumar Chudal and Nakul Subedi. However, it could not be completed due to lack of sufficient time Monday. CPN-UML Kosi Province Parliamentary Party leader Hikmat Kumar Karki had filed a writ petition naming Kosi Province Chief Persuram Khapung, Chief Minister Thapa, among others, as the defendants in the case. Supreme Court Justice Ishwar Prasad Khatiwara on August 24 had issued an interim order in the name of province government not to take any long-term decisions, stating that CM Thapa's approach to securing vote of confidence on unconstitutional Kosi Province Chief Minister Thapa had taken the confidence motion on August 21st. The writ petition was filed at the Supreme Court, arguing that the process of securing vote of confidence was unconstitutional. The government of Nepal has blacklisted 13 construction companies. The Public Procurement Monitoring Office under the Office of the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers has blacklisted 13 construction companies. 2 construction companies have been blacklisted for 2 years one construction company blacklisted for 1.5 years and 7 other construction companies for up to 1 year. Companies which have been blacklisted will not be allowed to take part in any procurement process of the public body from the date of publication of the notice, September 5th, during the period of blacklisting. The companies include Ganapati Construction, Kanchanpur, Tathya Engineering and Infrastructure, Mumbai, and Joshi Wijaya House Private Limited have been blacklisted for 3 years. Similarly, Sivalaya Builders Private Limited, Makwanpur, and Ajna and Company Private Limited, Biratnagar, have been blacklisted for 2 years. Chulidara Construction Service, Kathmandu, has been blacklisted for 1.5 years, according to the list issued by the Public Procurement Monitoring Office today. Similarly, Epic Computers Traders, Kathmandu, Makar Ganesh Construction Private Limited, Kathmandu, Baba Infra Project Private Limited, Noah Nirman and Builders Pokhara, and UD Elite Construction and Suppliers, Teku, has been blacklisted for 1 year. Similarly, Putali Kat Construction Services Private Limited, Dolaka, and Arvindra Construction Bharatpur have also been blacklisted for 1 year. We shall get back with more updates at the side. We do have to stay with us. Time for a short break. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Now we have remaining updates. Drivers of public vehicles plying along the Prithvi Highway in Dhading will now have to undergo primary health checkups. Under the campaign initiated by the Traffic Police Unit of Dhading, drivers will have to undergo basic health screening to check drivers' health status. Under this initiation, health checkpoints at various places of Prithvi Highway have been established, where drivers' blood pressure, eyesight test, including physical exertion, among others, are being supervised every week. Likewise, after health monitoring of drivers if needed to rest, they are urged to rest at the health monitoring station, while they are also assisted by health expertise in counseling and continue their journey ahead. Such initiations have been taken with the hope to minimizing accidents, as drivers' health is a major factor for the safety of commuters. Traffic officials say the campaign is not temporary but would be given continuation in the future as well. Health workers of Rorong municipality of Benighat are assisting the health checkup campaign. Drivers will undergo various medical checkups at post up at different places along with the Prithvi Highway. According to the Chief District Officer of Dhading, Badrinath Gaire, in various places of Prithvi Highway, this campaign will take place. Especially long-distance night buses and vehicles moving during daytime are monitored strictly rather than local vehicles. Now we have updates from international front line. Russian President Vladimir Putin has reiterated his stance on re-insisting and that the United Nations broker deal to safety ship Ukrainian grain across the Black Sea nearly after the West meets Moscow's demands on its agricultural exports. The Russian president's remarks came after meeting with his Turkish counterpart Recep Tayyip Erdogan in the Black Sea city of Sochi in the hope of reviving the agreement seen as vital for global food supplies, especially in Africa, the Middle East and Asia. Russia refused to extend the deal in July, complaining that a parallel agreement promising to see remove obstacles to Russian exports of food and fertilizer had not been honored. Erdogan has expressed a hope that a breakthrough could come soon. He said that Turkey and the UN, which both brokered the original deal, have put together a new package of proposals to unblock the issue. Meanwhile, North Korea's Kim Jong-un plans to travel to Russia this month to meet President Vladimir Putin, a U.S. official has said. The two leaders will discuss the possibility of North Korea providing Moscow with weapons to support its war in Ukraine. The exact location of the planned meeting is not clear. We shall get back with remaining updates. Stay with us. Welcome back. You are on Nepal Television News. Now we have remaining international headliners. At least 3 people have died and 2 are missing in Spain after heavy rains triggered flash floods and impacted transportation systems. The weekend storm affected almost the whole country, with the heaviest rains recorded on Sunday in the coastal provinces of Cadiz, Tarragona and Castillo, according to the State Meteorological Agency. Several theaters in the capital closed, while a football match between Atletico Madrid and Sevilla was suspended. The torrential weather comes after Spain, which has endured 3 years of scant rainfall that has prompted some regions to impose water use restriction, endured an intense heat wave and persistent high temperatures in August. Israeli forces have ordered the suspension of all commercial goods leaving the Gaza Strip after an alleged attempt to smuggle explosive, the Army and the Defense Ministry said in a statement. Israel's military, which controls the crossing points between Israel and the Palestinian enclave, detected several kilograms of high-quality explosive hidden within a clothing delivery carried by 3 trucks at the Korean Salom crossings. Karim Salom crossings. The Army and Ministry said in a statement on Monday the halting of all commercial deliveries from Gaza to Israel is being carried out to allow security adjustment to the made at the crossing. According to the statement, Palestinian border officials said they were told by Israeli that the crossing would be closed until further notice. The Karim Salom crossing is the only point of export of goods from Gaza, which has been under a crippling Israeli blockade since Hamas seized power there in 2007. The blockade has exacted a huge economic toll, and most Palestinians in Gaza depend on foreign aid. Now to the further development, Cuba has uncovered a human trafficking ring that coerced its citizens to fight for Russia in the war in Ukraine. Its foreign ministry said on Monday, adding that Cuban authorities were working to neutralize and dismantle the network. The ministry gave few details but noted that the trafficking ring was operating both within the Caribbean island nation, thousands of kilometers from Moscow, and in Russia. The Russian government has not commented on the allegations. Russia last year announced a plan to boost the size of its armed forces by more than 30% to 1.5 million combat personnel, a lofty goal made harder by its heavy but of yet undisclosed casualties in the war. In late May, Russian newspaper in Ryazan city reported that several Cuban citizens had signed contracts with Russia's armed forces and had been shipped to Ukraine in return for Russian citizenship. It was not immediately clear if the Cuban Foreign Ministry statement was associated with the Ryazan report. To the more updates before that, let's have a quick look into the highlights of the site. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida said that the government would allocate an additional $141.41 million to support the fisheries industries after China's total import ban on Japanese aquatic products. The ban followed the start of Japan's release of treated radioactive water from the destroyed Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant last month. The government had previously set up two funds worth 80 billion yen to help develop new markets and keep excess fish frozen until they can be sold when demand recovers, among other measures. Aditya L1, India's pioneering space mission dedicated to studying the sun, has successfully completed its second Earth-bound maneuver. The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO made this announcement during the early hours of Tuesday, marking a crucial step in the mission's progress. The maneuver, known as the second Earth-bound maneuver, was executed flawlessly by ISRO's telemetry tracking and command network located in Bengaluru. The operation was closely monitored by ISRO's ground stations in Mauritius, Bengaluru, and Port Blair. The result of this maneuver is a new orbit with dimension measuring 282 kilometers by 40,225 kilometers. Aditya L1 distinguishes itself as the first Indian space-based observatory designed to study the sun. In orbit, the first Sun-Earth Lagrangian point, situated approximately 1.5 million kilometers away from the Earth. Now we are moving on to sports. Sri Lanka is meeting Afghanistan in a match to be held at 3:15 p.m. today in Lahore, Pakistan, under the Asia Cup. Sri Lanka will qualify in the Asia Cup Super 4 if they avoid a heavy defeat by Afghanistan. India are set to face Pakistan in Sri Lankan capital Colombo on 10th September after rain meant there was no result in their Group A game on Saturday. Since 2013, Pakistan and India have only played each other in ICC global tournaments or in Asia Cup matches at neutral venues because of political tensions. Well, with this, we come to the end of this news bulletin, but before we say goodbye, quick reminders of the headlines once again. Hearing on a writ petition against a vote of confidence taken by Kosi Province's Chief Minister continues today as well. Argument of defendants side to begin. Government blacklist 13 construction companies barred from taking part in any procurement process of the public body. Putin tells Erdogan Russia want to renew Ukraine Green Deal until West meets its demands. Keen to meet Putin this month of a shock defeat. Well, this is all we have for this moment. Until our next bulletin, have a good day ahead. Namaste.